innovation in our rapidly evolving society. We currently run Kaayaka Jobs USA, a social media community that serves as a self-help and mutual support platform for sharing job opportunities. We also have Kaayaka AI Mantapa, which is hosting today's Mantapa session on incorporating social responsibilities in generative AI models, a topic that is especially relevant in today's world, particularly here in Bay Area. I truly believe you will enjoy engaging with eminent personalities in the AI field who are here today, who with so many IT industry veterans in education in audience. I am confident you will leave this evening with valuable insights and meaningful takeaways. Thank you and enjoy the session.
Thank you so much, Prashant, for sharing your amazing philosophy here. We now have Viresh Javali on stage. He's the convener of this program. He he brings in a lot of expertise in the software side of AI, and he has deployed complex scalable systems at Meta. Without further ado, let's bring on Viresh.
Sure.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ibrahim. Thank you. Yeah, I think most of you I met in person today. I'm very much pleased. And also thank you for Dr. Basaraj Patil and all the team members here, and Prashant. You know, it was really something very interesting when somebody talks about AI and machine learning. Is it okay?
You should
shall I
go
go this
further.
side?
No. Okay, just stand here. No, come here.
Okay, perfect.
Just,
Is it okay?
yeah, stand. Okay.
It's very,
Thank you.
Thank you. So when we talk about, say, I work at Meta, of course, Prashant also, he works on the hardware side of Meta. I'm on the AI wearables, AR, VR devices. Most of you might have heard. So we deploy across all our sales channels, including meta.com, and then all the B2B channels in the supply chain, like when you go to Best Buy, Costco, and all of our retailers. That's our core business heading through, besides all the Instagram and Facebook, what we have. So what are we doing today with all the AI and machine learning? So when you wear your AI wearables, it goes to your own personalization of the AI. So that means a lot of data gets shared. Immense, the data is valuable because they know your behavior, your pattern. We can also predict, what type of car you are going to buy tomorrow, what type of house you are going to like it, your likeness and dislikeness and your personalities or gets embedded. It's so close that one can also come with close predictions to more accuracies. With that, what happens is that when those companies will emerge as a social media company, it's also equal to have the social responsibility, social equality, as Basavarna has clearly conveyed. So it's all our responsibility coming together, because the bringing together, we can empower ourselves, so that building, we can have a better community and we can have a better life. So I would like to invite Dr. Manoj. Because maybe I'll say some. Thank you.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. It's my honor and privilege to introduce two distinguished leaders in AI and technology today. First, Dr. Basavaraj Patil, a renowned AI scientist, entrepreneur, and founder operator with over 20 years of experience building and scaling AI companies across the US and India. He is the founder of Predictive Research LLP and Predictive Research Incorporation, leading innovative generative AI, LLM powered systems, predictive analytics, and enterprise AI platforms. With a PhD in deep neural networks, multiple patents, and successful venture exits, he brings both deep technical expertise and real world execution. Joining him is Mr. Daniel Barbetti, who brings over 45 years in technology, with the past decades focused on AI and machine learning. Since his first computer experience in 1974, he has worked across academia and telecommunications and now applies LLMs Python, and advanced data science in real world production environments. Please join me in welcoming our speakers. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Vikas. And thank you, Vidya. Thank you, Viresh. Thank you, Prashant. We'll get, we will get started with the topic of the day, as already the context has been set by Viresh Chavli and as well as Vidya and Prashant. I will share my screen and we will get started with my presentation briefly. The whole program goes like this. Our Mantapa convener open the Mantapa session right now. We are in Mantapa and we try to present all our research facts and make a presentation over here. We will discuss. After that, we will go around and have a open discussion.
So Basaraj, you should explain what is Mantapa for people who are not from our community. Like,
yes, we will. It's an open forum right now.
okay.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody, online friends. You have joined on the 14th February. Thank you. Thanks a lot for all your families too. I hope everybody can see the screen. Is my screen is visible?
It was visible just now.
It was.
Yes. Thank you.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah. Sorry for all this technical glitches, friends. Almost here. Let's see. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. We got it. No, not required. We will try to manage. Yeah, you can sit here. Today, thank you for all. I think today we will be we'll be talking about incorporating social responsibility in generative AI models. Briefly, it's it's both live and as well as online. Even online, people also will get an opportunity to speak as well. And right now, without a delay, I will open up the whole plan of our presentation. I'm not scaring you. Please be patient. We will sail through. Yeah. Before anything, I would like to put a disclaimer here, because we will be utilizing some of the information of the net, and some of the sources which we are referring may not be accurate. It's an open domain, from the public domain. We collect, and from the research articles we collect, and we take all this and analyze and bring it to you, our facts and our presentations as a research perspective and not to comment or offend or tarnish any company or anybody, any individual or anything. That's our disclaimer. And all the logos which we show, all the technologies which we show in this, they belong to their respective companies and we are not. And either contributors of this presentation or organizers or Basava Philosophy Foundation is not responsible for any individual opinions expressed over here. We are not liable. That's what we would like to put a disclaimer here. With that disclaimer, we'll be going ahead and showing. This is the whole agenda. Some of this, we will be going over what's happening right now in AI technology and what's happening in our society as well because of this adoption. What's the latest and how it is impacting our life, and then how which are all this causing us, that means on the society, how they are built. That also I'll be sailing through, and a little, we will, while going through all this, there will be a little technical turbulence. Please bear with me if you do not catch up all the lots of technical stuff. It's fine. I will try to make it very simple for you to understand, but still, you can expect a little technical turbulence. With all that, I'll be after that responsibility, complexity, and then what kind of a core framing questions which we have, and what are these industry benchmarks, and then the real world, what kind of limitations we can, and how human dimension, and then last the call for action. That's what we will be. And as my co-partner, Daniel, he will bring out some of the experimentation which he has done, which we have done to all of you. It's not only, we're discussing, even he has got a very interesting experiment of competing the large language models and then bring out, he will speak about that. I will just set the whole thing, what's happening right now, and what technology, where we are at, why social responsibility is very, very important for us. You know that this definitely, this is highly productive, and it's a kind of a innovation, and we have lots of things coming up. Initially we thought it is just an agent, a small large language model. Later on, people also thought already a social responsibility. They spoke a lot about it, and some say constitutional AI. They have known changed the human rights document as well, and they say the constitutional AI and some of the safety gaps as well. Some of this, for example, Anthropic company has structured for the public benefit, and they claim a lot, the most advanced topic. And next, what happened? It's all hot, a couple of days old only, right? This is what happened. This was one of the company which took head on with the social responsibility, and then some of these are really great. Previously, the OpenAI and all had a closed, but this is set up for a kind of public benefit corporation. They do have a lot of this is latest what's happening right now. And on another side, this is on AI side, what's happening. On another side, in a society, society perspective, what's happening. Let's see. This is what And today, of course, my friend was selling. Elon Musk also tweeted today, before today, your AI girlfriend. And in India, this is in Indian version. But these are all the things. What's happening is, I definitely promise you start to think right now. Yeah, and all community, and then this. Lots of a trend. And in New York too, there are some kind of robotics already started. AI robotics, all this. This is what like some kind of a cultural divergence we call. And on the other hand, some of the companies like OpenAI, they need to say that adults should have adult content or some kind of a bold statement from them. Everything on us, right, as a society. And how do they decide what is reasonable, what is not reasonable, what is, but this is, we have seen a lot. We will be, these are all some of the things you can even, I will be just rushing because I have too much of a content. My friend says that you have too much of content, right? Therefore, we will go through all this. These are some of the challenges in this. This is directly impacting our society, right? And do you know what is that SB 243 2026? That's a law in California more recently, just now in 2026. We got, they made a law, means there should be some kind of a demand for all that. What regulating a human, this AI, AI bots for to prevent the self-harm. We do not know, the society is changing and getting adapted to the new area, new field. This is probably for some of you, definitely get surprised with all this. Sure. Maybe because we know that mobile entered our life, right? Now, mobile is much more closer than your partner too, right? Yeah, that's how it is. Yeah. What about this? This is again, I have put through this California law. Why? What is this? January 1, 2026. This is the latest thing. We don't know what's going around, honestly. Now let's see how they are trying to build these and where are the gaps. Maybe, my colleagues, I have a wonderful two research scholars with me. One is Kavita. She is a master's and then working in Atlanta. And another is Vineet Kumar back in India, works with me as a virtual resource, and they have put together a very creatively all these kind of things. See, where social responsibility breaks down in AI. This is lots of data we keep collecting from the society, and social responsibility, some of the context, empathy, which will miss out. Some we have shown very infographically all that. And on another, AI systems, customer support, sales support, decision agent. See, all these agents are getting replaced by humans. When you take a phone, call to somebody, you never know who is the other side. Is it an agent or is it a real human being or an agent or a bot? You never know. If you have lost a credit card, for example, you are with anxiety, you have got your credit card charged somewhere else, you don't even know. You are talking to the other person, they don't have empathy, they are the bots. They do not understand your emotions. we all strongly believe that, right? Oh, the other side. And most often is, we have disclosures for everything. I have put a disclosure even for this presentation. But the other side of the phone, now not even telling, I am an electronic bot. Do you ever heard? Never. Why? Why they have that kind of a, we talk all the time about transparency, but we don't even know whom we are talking to, right? These are all some of the challenges, right? As the rules, no, it should be common, and you need to mention who you are. Are you a bot? Are you a person? Tell it upfront. Then I will set my mind how to talk to you. Yeah. And these are all some of the breakages. And here is how these agents are built. See, the world's data, we do not know what all the data we collected over the internet. We take the web content, make a training data. There is a missing. Whose data? Nobody cares. Did they give you a permission to train? Nobody cares. These are some of the questions. And training data, absence of data, responsibility, and everything, and over there. And how do they test finally? How do they test? Yeah, there are, again, we have a technical test. Yeah, you can see the corporate testing. Corporate testing, how that whole perspective is for profit. They are optimized not for social responsibility, not for, they are optimized for profits. Automatically, when it's coming out, they have to survive. Of course, we do agree. It definitely needs a lot of investment, cost, all that. But also, we are also society. We have a people. Yeah, this is about this, and yeah, and I will be going over one more interesting thing. People are coming out, and yes, there are honest efforts. Even a corporations, large corporations, every corporation will put their best efforts. But are we there to protect all our responsibilities? That's a question mark. But on the other side, yeah, they are improving. Here the Anthropic calls constitutional AI. That means they have written a constitution and they started. And some other companies definitely will show how they evaluate and how do they test this cases. This is some of the things, like little turbulence will have. Please feel free to inform me in case if it goes too technical. And this is all some kind of a generative AI. It's more than just a tool. We have a epistemic authority who defines the truth. A couple of people somewhere in California. And agency means who is accountable. Governance at scale. Can we regulate? Right? How do we regulate? These are all, the whole another society is getting created here. Generative AI complicates traditional accountability and outcomes. We have a challenges over there. Influence is real. We are getting influenced, right? But attribution is diffuse, leading to a structural responsibility gap. We have a gap, addressing the gap, system level accountability. That's means I will be just running over. And how do they test? They test for fluency, authority, some kind of the paradox of how AI, that they are statistically generated, theoretically coherent signal competency, but can be detached from the truth, erodes a trust in education, journalism, distorts, all this is there. Then how do we keep changing? This is what interaction as a cognitive restructuring. That means we ourselves will keep changing. See, today, heavy dependency on the, see, for example, when calculator arrived, we forgot some kind of summation and multiplication, some level. After that, when mobile right arrived, you don't even remember your spouse number, right? Then, yeah, when these agents are coming up, and even the human, even our probably appraisals are also done by bots. They say, yeah, that it's a very, very funny. See, when actually, yeah, I'm an architect, I keep going, and they write Jira stories, all of that. They get evaluated by some kind of a mission and come back to us that no, that did not approve. Okay, these are the things. Probably we are already into there in there. And that means the behavior is changed. That means coding behavior is already changed. For example, IT professionals, even for all the students, their creativity, creative writing, all that is also start because they will ask, it'll beautifully write a story and give you. Essay writing no more required by because bot writes, right? Yeah, this is so some of this ethics behind the complex. Yeah, I would be just jumping out because I have too much. Some of this, cognizant of the time, and then yeah, one more. Of course, we also realize that it takes a huge cost. Maybe the use cases which we are doing may be very, very small when you compare it to the testing costs of all this social responsibility, stress, responsibility, guardrail. As an architect, first let's focus on core functionality. Let's do all that later. No, I myself done that, to be honest, because we need to accomplish some of the goals of the work. This is yeah. These are all, what's a core framing question? This is our core framing question: is social responsibility ensured by companies? Responsibility is present in intention, but its depth, inclusiveness, durability require a reflection. Every organization have got a structure. They are bound to follow. Whether we are a profit or a non-profit, we are bound. Definitely, we know that their intentions are good. They are all that, but how do we manage this? Organizations articulate commitments to ethical design, safety governance, responsible deployments, and AI ecosystem. They make a governance boards, internal reviews, mechanisms, AI alignment procedures, all of that. But really, there is a lot of gap. What is required and what will be documented and to pass them, and who checks all this? Who checks? That's another question. Yeah, and how are they testing right now is a little jargon. How are they testing? There are some benchmarks, data sets, standard data sets of truthfulness, all of that. Here are some of the, I would not be going through in detail of all this. Like, how do you ensure that the ChatGPT will not differentiate between the color of a person who is asking, like a bias, or how do they check there are some of the standard data sets for that to make sure. But again, the wide gap. These are all the couple of data sets. The second data set, it will compare nearly two identical things to decide whether we have a bias or not. But yeah, like this, there are I would be and toxicity and harmful content. There are again some of the data sets for all the standard data sets. How do they build? How do they test? Right? These are all the things. And truthfulness, factual. For everything, we have some kind of what is right, what is wrong, what is right, what is wrong. We will be labeled, written, and we will be using that. And and one more, coming back to the checks and governances, we have industry governance benchmarks as well. There are some of these benchmarks. European Act, it's all still, technology is moving higher. And this benchmark, everything is right, will be followed later. But before that, probably it's all there everywhere in the society. And some of these leader dashboards, all this are there. Internal AI red teaming, the pre-release safety evaluation. That is, how do they decide is there will it's a open AI. There will be AI red teaming. That means they keep flagging red flags, testing. They will several scenarios, conversational scenarios. They feed. They keep marking. That means few people or some. That could be a big 100 members team, and then make sure that these chatbots are safe for the society. The conclusion, you are not there. Somebody else will do that. Yeah, leading. These are again leading companies' approaches to AI safety. Industry leaders utilize diverse strategies. The OpenAI, for example, they have a dedicated red teams. That's what red teams of ethical hackers simulate a real world attacks to find vulnerabilities and rapidly deploy some kind of safety fixes. Anthropic, they called it as a constitutional AI philosophy with a guiding principle, rigorous stress test they are doing it with human values. And Google DeepMind, they have a interdisciplinary teams, scientists, sociologists, to decide, is it good for society to deploy? They all decide. Where is a gap? It's all good. How do they decide? Is this they will have a model cards, transparency, then continuous monitoring. Of course, they also not only one set, not released, but also they honestly monitor too and find the flaws, right? And this government, on the other hand, the governmental regulatory frameworks we have for public safety, all of that, yes, they will ask the companies, hey, how do we test? They try to do, and also they take some experts and get it evaluated. What is what is the limits here? Misuse. There are some kind of a testing social responsibility. It's just a complex challenge. Accuracy, they're measuring a correctness, biases, red team, real impact. Then generative, navigating, the misuse and social impact. There are people call nowadays as a guardrails, normal. Yeah, industry keeps changing the jargons. So that's also a one nicest things to from the market side, and then core technologies, reliable, and then the scientist who built, innovated, he himself is doubtful. Is it mine? Okay, right. That's all. Such a the deep eyes are required to get into that. Okay, this is cool. It is just a label change in it's a worldwide, a new label, right? A benchmarking responsibility, handling a misuse. Yeah, sorry, it's not to offend anyone, but the real practical when you see closerly into the technologies, into the depth, measuring a true impact. This is all behind the technical metrics. See, how do you measure the impact on the society? It's not like we said we data sets all data 1 million questions they will have, and 950,000 questions they test, and then I say accuracy is 95%. Good. That is for their data set, but not on everybody's. There could be a learning and corrections. All these are some of the things I will be. Yeah, there is definitely a continuous evaluation is going on with all the technologies which we know. That's the reason they have social safety head, responsibility head. Yeah, we do recognize, but really the woman and if we look at this kind of a angle with the perspective of woman and society, preserving human dignity in the age of AI. This is where some of some of our scientist community definitely would like to do that. Technology's true measure lies in whether it empowers individuals or diminishes autonomy, right? These are all some of the things. And ethical interaction, decoding, human AI. It'll be, if it is a little bit turbulent, I will go. Closing vision. I'm just glad I'm here, right? A closing vision and call to action. How it can be incorporated, how it can be, do we have a solution? Yes, what we think is this AI for social good. Definitely, we understand the intention. It is very good. In fact, we do. Probably a person can do 100 things right now with all this. It expands the access to the knowledge, opportunities, support learning, communication, inclusion. There are no question about the growth, but how do we operationalize this call to action? Social responsibility is a continuous process and not like a technical milestone. And we need to document the transparency and governance mapping, independent audit, and what is missing is independent audit, civil society participation. Where do we have civil society participation in all this? No, but this is what it is: continuous benchmark, measurement, dashboard, comprehensive misuse and cultural context, testing, evaluation of these are all some of those things. Responsibility emerges from not from a single safeguard, but from continuous and collective scrutiny. That's where, right. And now, questioning, a call for dialogue and a reflection. We need to reflect. And generative AI does not question itself. Yeah, good question. Of course, my another friend, Daniel, did a wonderful experiment, and he made to ask one element to ask a question to the other. I have just covered you a kind of a ground realities. Most of it is how, what, why, and how we are, and how we are involved, and what kind of a participation we are into. Society must question how it is designed and used through shared responsibility and ongoing dialogue. Technology can remain aligned with the human dignity and common good, not necessarily a separate cell of some company and separate the sociologists and economists. Not necessary. And all that previously we have seen. But yeah, the society must also involve, must question how it is designed and used. That's where we have taken this part. Now, yes, I did a great job. I think I've covered. Daniel, are you here?
I am here.
Yeah.
I think you'll probably have to mute on your side as I speak, or I'll get an echo.
Yeah, sure. I will mute. Okay. Sorry. I think and mute.
Looks like mute. Well, no. I'm still getting an echo. Do you guys hear the echo? Okay. I'm still getting a little echo, but I think I can ignore it. It's good on your side? Okay. It might be the interaction of my microphone and speakers here. Okay. So let me see if I can mitigate this. Okay. Here we go. Can you hear me okay?
No, Daniel, still echoing.
All right. So I've turned on speakers down. That helps me on my side. Okay. So I'll be keeping an eye on you, Sabraj. If there's any issues, wave at me. Or if there's any questions come up. So the first thing I'd like to mention before I go into the little experiment that Sabraj mentioned. Somebody said that they are getting a bad echo on their end. See, I'm not sure how we can
Yes,
mitigate that.
we are getting a echo.
Is the echo still getting the echo? Yeah, I'm not sure how we can mitigate it. Let's see. I've shut down my speakers on my end. I should only be going through one microphone. Yes, I actually did on my side of my audio and my speakers. Is there something you do on your end, Savraj? I mean, you've muted.
Yes.
You've muted your connection on your end.
Yes. Yeah, we are all good. We are all good here. Somebody, I think We
I've
can.
got my audio all the way down, so you're talking to me. I can't hear you.
Mute everybody.
It's muted.
Oh, yes, everybody is muted.
Okay, wait a minute. I see that your microphone shows is unmuted on the list of participants, Bavaraj. If you scroll up, oh, now it's muted. Are you guys still hearing echo? Mm-hmm.
Let's continue. Then we are all good. We are all good. Whoever gets echo, let them disconnect and reconnect.
Do you want me
No, not
disconnect?
no, not you, Dan.
Okay.
Yeah, the participants. We are good. We are all good here in the hall.
Okay, so you're not hearing an echo on your end,
Yeah,
Bavaraj?
no, not at all.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to turn my audio down so I don't hear the echo. Mm-hmm.
So for the people Zoom, we hear echo. Lot of echo.
No, all the time you heard echo while I was speaking.
1 second, just check what's going. You have 20 participants. Everybody is muted.
Everybody
That is
muted.
done. Okay, let's mute this.
That's all.
Can we mute ourselves?
Yeah, we can mute once again.
Hello? Are you hearing echo? I'm listening on the chat. So still an echo. Is there anyone but I don't know which full name is. I see you on the chat as GMS. Are there other people hearing echo as well, or just GMS?
Dan, have you logged on 2 devices?
Okay, so there's at least two guys.
Bhaskar, can you go to the participants and see who all are? Here we saw that.
We saw that only Dan is muted.
So one of the devices of Dan should be muted as well. I think he is on 2 devices.
Yeah, Dan, you're on two devices.
Basavaraj, I see your microphone is still showing not muted.
No, I just
Okay, he shows me now, I think. Are we still getting an echo? Oh, it shows me on 2 devices? Mm-hmm. Hold on. Or somebody saying it's showing I'm connected on 2 different devices? Mm-hmm. Well, let me see if I can figure out where there would be another device. Mm-hmm. I only show one Zoom connection. Yeah, I can try that. Sure. Okay. Okay, are you hearing me? Zero one connection or two? Where's the chats?
I am seeing you one connection, only one connection. You can continue, Dan.
One speaker or two speakers?
One.
Okay, Basavaraj showing me with connections or one?
Yeah, I'm seeing only one.
I did log out.
Yeah.
I did. That's what somebody do.
Is it fine for everybody?
No, there's still saying that. Sveni says still echoing.
Okay, we will send a recorded version too later. Yeah, others can listen. All those people who don't have a problem can listen. We will be sharing participants. Thank you for all. We will be sharing you even the recorded version as well.
Okay. All right. So you want me to just continue?
Yeah, you can continue.
Okay. Bring up the slides.
I will bring her. I will mute. Then I will mute and bring up the slides for you. You can get started.
Okay. Right. All right. Wanted to start with it's kind of echoing. Excuse the term, right? Some of the things that Basavaraj was talking about. I wanted to mention what was his first name? Gita was talking about how we are actually the training to some extent these Gen AI models, because of course it's training on the internet, it's training on Reddit, et cetera. So anytime we're conveying hate speech or bias on our own, we're contributing to that. So one call to action we have is try to make ourselves better, which is part of what's behind our whole organization sponsoring this event to begin with. So anyway, the experiment that I have done, when I was first approached for this particular presentation and discussion, I started thinking about what better way to kind of flesh out this topic than to start asking the models themselves. I recently gotten access to an interesting tool developed by again, a fellow who has a YouTube channel and Patreon called AI Explained. If you are interested in any sort of deeper knowledge of not only the technical side, but the impacts of AI itself on society. He does a great job, and he's created a tool called LM Council. And within that tool, you can pick out a set of models and ask them all a question all at the same time, which you can do through other methods. But what's nice about this one is that it actually enables the models to see each other's responses. In a sense, they start arguing, debating, and looking at each other's responses. And that's what I did. I basically came to the LM Council. I had picked OpenAI's GPT-5.2, and I picked Opus 4.6 from Claude, and the Gemini's latest, and what was my fourth one? Anyway, four different models. They're listed in here. Yeah, Grok. That's right. I don't use Grok that often, so it didn't come to my mind as quickly. But so I picked those four models, and they they began the discussion. And at first, there was a little bit of diversity between their answers to the question of how do we deal with creating socially responsible generative AI in our society. And as they began to go through each pass and listen to each other talk, they started to actually converge on answers. And that's part of what made it a very interesting experiment, because all these different models with different strengths and weaknesses all tended to collapse into much the same kind of answers. And they didn't really. It isn't like it really told us how to get there as such as identify the problems, and that's kind of I think what we need to be doing in today's presentation really is not so much coming up with the answers, because we have the answers. Of course, the leaders of countries would be contacting us, right? So. And I had a call from Trump lately. I think it would be kind of scary to get one. But in any event, so what we need to generate here is the question, and then really start drilling down on what it is we can do from our side, and how much influence we have. I'm not sure, but we'll do what we can, right? There's certainly a lot of impetus. Well, a lot of pressure on these companies to produce, and I think that's part of what we're seeing cause some of these issues that we've got the government and certain other powerful individuals that are pressing for the United States has got to win, or the West has to win over the East, or whatever. So we've got a lot of that going on, and then of course there's the big financial gain and the investment in each of these companies that are leading them to want to win the game, which is typically driven by popularity and benchmarks, right? The benchmarks are not typically set up for social responsibility as much as they are capability, right? So anyway, let me get to the slides themselves and notes on these things. Let's see. One of the questions where actually I ran the slides through GPT-5.2 actually, and one of the things brought up is the fact that they converge, is that signal you know, definitive answers are actually shared bias, right? It's one of those things we need to question. You know, say real world benchmarks. That's one of the things. Oh, we're off to my next. Wasn't quite ready for the next slide, but that's okay. Let me look at the slide here. This is what slide three. Hold on. I lost my slides.
I will also be here to summarize.
I'm going to turn in case you're saying something, Savaraj.
Yes, yes. After you summarize, you go mute. I will also explain a bit so that echo will be reduced for some of the participants.
Sure.
Yep.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Do you want to? I'll mute now and give you a chance to say about what I've said so far.
Yeah. Sure. Okay. Overall, you might have heard Daniel. What he did is he did a wonderful, very interesting experiment. He took a there is some kind of a tool. He asked the question, basically, I think, I will also, once again, my video is on. Sorry, I am losing this. He did an interesting experiment here. This is a kind of
I just Savaraj just shared the question I gave the models to start the discussion.
Yes.
Put it in the chat.
You put it in the chat.
Yes, I put the question that I gave LMConsole.ai to start their discussion, the experiment, in the chat, so you can see the exact question.
Oh, yeah. See, this chat. Yes, I know this question. In fact, he asked the 4 models. I'm going to be moderating a discussion, and so I'm incorporating social responsibility in generative AI models. Please provide me with the top 10 discussion points. Then one-on-one, they started to fight each other, and then gave him some kind of a conclusion. Yeah. Hey, this is important, that is important, right? Oh, no, we take care. One-on-one. That's an interesting experiment, right? We have carried out, and that is an outcome which he was trying to share, right? And here is the result outcome. Yeah. This is the model perspectives. Each one, what they said, right? And now the Gemini was very strong storytelling, narrative frame. Yeah, each major. It will last for a while. Yeah. There's a plug point. Yeah. You continue. Yeah.
I think that slide mostly gives the strengths and weaknesses of the particular models, does it?
Yes. Where did?
Welcome.
Yeah. Thanks. This is sorry. There was some kind of a low battery. I was connecting to the. These four models, each one of them have given their opinion when they asked what kind of it's a kind of a debate among the four. No, they understood the differences. Difference reveals a kind of a analysis. Which one is good? Which one is wrong? Some of them argued, and these are all some kind of a 5 core responsibility domains. No, this they have suggested. Like see some of these flaws: data extraction and content, copyright, labor exploitation, all this about data, about bias, fairness, censorship, risk model, release. They gave him top 5 in the 5 domains about this governance. Altogether, there was some kind of a consensus that yes, and that they agreed, right? And some of this diminishing returns inside. It was our aerial slide. Overall, they did a lot of brainstorming, several rounds too, not round one, round two, round three. It went on, and finally, they tried. I cannot read the audience emotion. They agreed on all some of these points, and adjust the timing dynamically or notice interpersonal dynamics. They cannot interpersonal dynamics and automated systems identify themes, women execute judgment in governance discourse. These are some of the things. Then you feel free to unmute yourself and jump in whenever you want. Then
Yeah,
can
sorry, I was actually looking at the LM console results to see if I could pull some of that up and drop it manually here. So I mean, you've described it very well. I think my favorite of the answers came out of Gemini, actually, where they talked about 5 primary buckets. I think that's in one of the slides, isn't it? Sorry, I didn't actually read these slides.
Yes, this.
Let's see.
Gemini slide, 5 core.
Yeah, this is how we build it, how we control it,
Yep.
how we survive it. And those are the primary buckets, which is covering. Well, hang on. I'm going to turn my speaker down because I'm getting bad echo through this. Okay, so as far as building it, we get into the data issue, and that was one of the things they all brought up, right? And there's obviously plenty of bias in that, and Sabaraj shared that himself. Obviously, even before we get to Gen AI, we got these issues where ML models were just assuming that a doctor was a male and a nurse was a female. So I mean, we've got a lot of those issues that they have to, and then actually trying to mitigate those issues. And pick and choose data becomes very difficult, and then a lot of this stuff comes through post processing where they have to actually do reinforcement learning and whatnot, try to get the right answer. But who decides what the right answer is? And another thing that Sabaraj came up with Is it these a handful of people in California? Who is it? And those are the big questions. How do you come up with that? How do you how do you decide what are the right answers? You have to be pushing the LLM itself towards the answer that you want. That creates its own bias. It's bias on the companies themselves. So that's I mean, it's a huge issue. It's one of the biggest issues, right? And then the impact on society is one of the things that it mentioned, how to survive it. Well, the truth decay, and job displacement. Well, deep fakes and the truth decay. I've seen a lot of that going on right now. All you had to do is be on Facebook, a few weeks ago, and some things that were going on. I worked enough with AI video models that I could see there was, videos that were definitively AI on both sides of arguments that were being put out. And your average person has no idea. They don't know what to look for. And this causes huge issues in society. And then you get into job displacement. It's an issue again. Savaraj mentioned. That was one of the big things that the various models agreed on. And that's how much and when. Is certainly something that the various entities will disagree on, but I think we can all agree that it's starting to happen and it's coming, and of course executives at big companies are so used to cost cutting to get their stock market valuation up that that's the thing they think about. Very early in this whole paradigm, I had seeing a bunch of stuff showing up on LinkedIn and Twitter where they talk about with the LLM to be able to save a lot of money. And I think something I tweeted afterwards that I think something very important about the viewpoint of this is that for generative AI, we shouldn't be thinking about cost cutting. We should think about productivity improvement. Because as soon as companies start thinking about we're going to save money, they think about cutting jobs. And that would be something sustainable as global as full job replacement thing is likely to be with AI. So in any event, I think I've covered a lot of what was mentioned by the models. I mean, if anybody has any questions, I'll go back to the Zoom. If anybody has any questions about what I did, or Savraj, do you want to add anything to this, or
Yep. You can hear me?
Yeah, I can now.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. This was a very, very interesting thing, Steve. In fact, it was a wonderful experiment with the LLM Council and as well as the Gemini. Experiment what Daniel has just explained. They agreed on some of the consensus that some care is overall really missing. And LLMs or chatbots can not understand the human emotions, at least for some of such several points, they all agreed. Yeah, this was this was a overall summary of this. If you have any questions, please feel free to unmute yourself and ask. We both can answer.
I have a question. So recently there were news about, and specifically from Anthropic, that the models are simulating test behavior. So they detect that they are being tested, and they would change their response in the understanding that they are being tested. versus what they would actually respond in a real life usage. So if models are getting to that stage, what kind of proposals you would have in the training of the models to include social responsibility if the AI is reaching a stage where it is going beyond its own training?
Wonderful question.
Yeah, I think one of the things that I would say to that is that obviously the models are incredibly intelligent when we realize they're being tested. That it may be hard for us at the human level to figure that out. And personally, I would think that one of the things that would benefit us to determining that is Anthropic is also doing a lot of work with model explainability, where they can actually look at the internals of the model and see what it's thinking and what it's doing. And I think ultimately that might be it. What do you think, Raj?
Yes, yeah, you are right. In fact, the question, more than the question, it's a lot of information, right? Yeah, this is for so many such questions. In fact, we will have to think a lot before we answer. That when they are getting more intelligent, we need a super intelligence, the human being as a team, which are developing. They need to detect such a behavior. First thing is we'll have to be observe their behavior, right? The LLM's behavior, agents' behavior. There will be a continuous monitoring of the behavior. And you, based on the continuous monitoring of the behavior, is it, no, we have to design a test, certain test for such a scenarios whether LLM is aware that it is being tested. I think we need to, for just like a common, for all the common people, we'll have to put them before even testing it on a lie detector test.
Honestly, when he started mentioning Anthropic tests we're doing internally, I thought he would say something about the test of the model where it decided to blackmail him or try to murder someone who was going to shut them off.
The murder, you're not giving me this, I'm more murdering you.
That's
the so AI thinks. Anthropic
No.
test simulation AI is talking this.
we need to have test them first. If they are good, then only go for testing the behavior.
Yes.
If you find errors, don't even test.
Yeah.
Throw them away.
Yeah.
Right? That kind of solutions can emerge for such a. See, it's all ongoing. We are all under experimentation.
See, we don't.
You believe it or not, we are all being experimented continuously. All our data is being collected. Even if husband and wife talking at home, that also converted as a data.
I agree with this.
Yeah.
I'm getting recommendations on my phone about some conversation I had with my friend. How did they know? I have not even kept the phone on. How do they know that I'm going to do this? So in the house, if you wanted to have private conversation, put your phone in the other room because they're listening all the time. Big shocker for me. I was not even mentally prepared. This was very private conversation.
But that is has been going on for a long time.
It has been-
although more than 10 years now.
That's how they test the
That's how, like, they have been-
devices.
Like providing the ads, right?
Yeah, I think staying on the topic, the main point that we are trying to figure out here is how do we build socially responsible behavior
Yes.
in the models?
Correct.
Now,
Go ahead.
yeah, and now if the AI neural networks over, you know that better than anybody else here, right? As the compute power nears your human brain capacity in number of instructions it can execute per second. Because human brain is still, the best of the best samples, is still much more capable than the most super fast supercomputer. They are targeted. They do better than human beings in a targeted models, targeted operation. But in overall abstract thinking and processing, human brain has much more capacity for calculations, for processing. So as your AI, as you compute through GPUs and maybe future, chip designs, maybe the quantum, computing reaches that capacity, and then your models are building these neural networks to exploit that compute capacity.
Yeah.
How is it even worth? How would we even reach that modeling where the model itself is going beyond your own programming?
You see,
That's the main question that
Yeah.
you need to
we
kind of figure
cage
out.
all dangerous animals in the zoo.
We will.
We don't allow them to walk between us.
Yeah.
We're allowing AI to exist between us.
Yeah.
It's going to harm us. That's what.
We will take one or two questions. Then we will complete our presentation. We will call the Mantapa convener to go around and you express independently, because I see here a different perspectives out of. They are not from our presentation. The scope of our presentation is over. Now we will shift it to the expression, reflections of thing. Then we will come. We will hand over to the convener. Do you have any final comments which you would like to make?
Oh, no, that's it. I think the discussion is what I was most looking forward to on here today anyway.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, in the interest of the time, and definitely, there are so many people who would like to express and talk. Please be prepared. Mantapa convener will give you all opportunities. He gave us an opportunity. Our presentation, our proposal is completed right now. Over to, I would call Viresh Javali to take over from us. And we are here to answer as well, if anything else. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much for
Thank you.
so thank you very much for Daniel for going over with the social responsibility, all the data concerns on the privacy, and then the corporate policies and how the companies will emerge, and then what are the concerns as a social well-being of the human society here. So I would request all our participants here. First of all, thanks for some of the challenges that was being faced.
It is
We're
going
able
on.
to
Program is
keep
going
up
on.
and then able to get some of the context over here, a little bit of insights from their own research, because they're PhD holders. They have spent good amount of time in doing the deep dive research in AI. In fact, Basiraj Patil started his AI way before the AI trend started here. So with that, I would, it's a open forum as Mantapa, as we call, right? It's not like a marriage Mantap, it's a Mantap of all our wisdom and insights. We are here to share each other. We are bringing together. So it's like learning from each other to see what the best we can do in terms of increasing our opportunities, and then career potential, job opportunities, and also social well-being and social responsibility. Because some time back we also talked about sustainability, right? Our carbon footprint. So then, as corporate citizenship, companies have incorporated in their financial statements. So similarly, we need to look in those angles. So feel free. It's your forum. It's your Mantap. So please express yourself, and we learn from each other to see where we can take it from onwards. So everyone would get at least 1 or 2 minutes of your time, because you came all the way in the long weekend. So feel free. No question is right, no question is wrong. It's you.
Question and expressions.
Expressions you can bring. Sometimes the question could be expressions. Expression could be questions.
Somebody were asking online a question.
What? Yeah. What is the question?
Somebody were asking us a question.
There's a comment.
You can talk. You can listen.
Can
Online,
someone
online members?
can someone provide any What is the question? I'm not able to see.
There's no question as such. I'll enable that for you.
Yeah.
Chat.
Okay.
Just a comment about.
Oh, Chris Ola. He's working on Anthropic model, explainability, great work. So,
Chris,
yeah. So this is from Dan.
That was me. I had mentioned, when you guys were talking about, funny, I'm not hearing an echo now. Anyway, can you hear me okay?
Yes, we are able to hear you.
I have no idea why there's no echo, but I'm happy there isn't. So in any event, I had mentioned him when you guys were talking about, how to tell, whether a model knows it's being tested and basically to be able to see what a model's thinking. And that's literally what Chris Ola and his team are doing. They're literally going into the nodes of the neural network in the LLMs. And I know I'm getting pretty technical for people that don't follow this area, but in any event, they're going in and looking at the pathways, similar to brain pathways, to find out how it's making the decisions to do the things it's doing. So, if you're interested, it's pretty technical stuff, but if you're interested in knowing more about what can be done to actually tell if a model is up to deceptive processes, that's probably going to be the path.
Okay. Anyone has any response?
People want to express some of the things.
Yeah. A couple of rules of the game. I think people should stand here and speak.
Please come
Also,
forward.
the online audience who want to speak, they should unmute and show their camera if possible. So yeah. Yeah, speaker view is fine. Just checking. Does anybody have any questions?
You have names on the agenda. You want to call them and by name? We have Mukul and Pradeep. You had lined up for sharing their.
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah, please come forward, Mukul.
Hi.
And Pradeep as well.
Hello all. Thank you first of all for inviting me. And I see I have lots of friends over here as well, friends and family. When it comes to more on the lines of using GenAI, I have been doing that for a long time, like more than 3 years now, and most people around me. And it excites us a lot. But the excitement doesn't bring the responsibility, right? So my goal is, okay, I have tools, I have access to LLMs, I'm going to build something. We do it really fast. Me and my friends, we have won lots of hackathons and awards, even from Andrew NG recently, for the speed with which we built. But then there's no responsibility. I'm a product manager at Visa. I manage platforms which support more than 10,000 developers, GenAI platforms, and I look at lots of use cases on daily basis. I'll tell you a short story about one of my first use cases. It was automating PowerPoint generation. This was back in 23, October, November. That time we were dealing with GPT 3.5. So you know the effort which we would have taken. A friend of mine, really close friend, he got a bit offended, thinking that you might be taking my job. His task was to be the analyst to build these PPTs at the end of the day. And I saw him within few months, he quickly changed his job. I mean, he stayed in Visa, but joined a different team, right? More on the lines of where he wouldn't be making PowerPoints anymore. So that made me think, okay, my excitement is good. I'm able to do things, but should I be hurting people while doing the same? When I think about AI, I think it more like, what can AI do? No, that is wrong. What can AI do for me? What can AI do for all of us? So that is one of my binding principles. About the same, I wanted to share my screen if that's possible.
Yeah, sure.
Can you give me the access to share screen real quick? Participants.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
In the interest of time,
Yeah.
we'll give an opportunity. Mukul,
Yeah, sure. Okay, someone else, if wants to jump in, please do. Yeah.
Yeah, Mukul, I think we will we'll receive your content. Okay. Let's hear from
Mukul, who is with you?
Maybe someone online. Yeah, Pradeep may be missing. You can go ahead. Vikas,
Yeah, I can definitely.
Prakash,
thank you.
please come forward.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So, thank you so much for a very wonderful section, Basuraj, and Dan. You shared a lot of information. It's really great to be a part of this. This is my first interaction with Basava philosophy and this Mandapa. Mandapa, as we all know, literally means a place where people can get together and discuss, right? And this is a great forum for that. My learning today is that there are a lot of challenges. There's a lot of challenges. There's a lot of technology specific question that people are dealing with, but there's a lot of philosophical question that we have to answer. I read an article a few months ago about two different visions of AI. I mean, we all know that this is a train which has left the station. It's not going to stop until it reaches some unknown destination. So the two visions of where the end state is going to be is one where humanity suffers incredibly at the cost of AI, because AI is in hands of few profit making corporations, and their objective is to make money, and they would exploit the worst of human tendencies to make the maximum profit from this. And that's the dystopian view. And there's a utopian view, which we, time and again hear, where AI can bring in an age of plenty, where nobody has to work because there is a robotic system coming up. You won't need people to break their backs to, do agriculture, to do manufacturing, or to do any kind of work. And those robots and AI systems will do all the knowledge work, all the physical work, and human beings will be pursuing their own desires to create, to explore, and do whatever they want with their lives. Now, the question comes, which of these two realities will actually come to pass? Whether we will have a world where everybody is happy, everybody is fed, everybody has a life to enjoy, or whether there are few who control all the resources and majority of the people suffer. And it's in our hands. I think we all, through these kind of forums, have to come together and make sure that the governments and the legislature is looking at these things, and they are able to control the negative, aspirations of profit making and drive it towards larger good and welfare. That's my reflection. Thank you.
That's great. So very good.
Basavaraj Swami, do you want to go next?
No,
Basavaraj Swami. So, you want to go next?
The more reflections we get, then we can have more social responsibility, and we'll be having more collective actions, right? Because reflections are key in Mantap. Please come. Harisha, right? Yeah, Harisha.
Hi, myself Harisha. I am the technical product manager at Phantom AI. This is my first event where I just wanted to attend, and I think this is a good topic with respect to ethical responsibility. So I think if you consider the ethical responsibility, this is the subjective matter. So everybody will have their own opinion. But I think with my understanding and with respect to my subjective understanding, so I would like to classify into three factors. I mean, one is individual. Second one is each company who is working on that model or any AI product. Third one is the government. So yeah, again, the priority or the responsibility I would like to give in the same order: individual, company, and the government. Because we can have any AI product. At the end of the day, who is going to decide that product has to be used by that person or someone else is that individual. So that's the reason, like, I would like to give that as an individual, as a high priority. In the meantime, like, second one is company, because the company from leadership to the lower level, everyone should know that responsibility of what that company is doing and how it is going to affect the whole world once it is come out of the company. So, and then I would like to say that, like, government will come to know then only what are the pros and cons of having that AI product. So in that case, at the end, like, government need to have end-to-end control to use that product correctly as an ethical perspective. Like I used to have like one proverb in my childhood, like If there is a knife, you can use it for cutting the vegetable also. You can use it to make some harm to someone else also. So up to how the person is using that product is important first. At the end, like someone has to monitor and control that. So from individual to government, everybody are responsible in the using any AI product. I think if anybody want to share your opinion or who is more responsible and who is the less responsible for this ethical responsibility, you can let.
So yeah, well spoken. Yeah, you brought a very ethical points. This is it's on time.
Social responsibilities. Any changes which you observe in the society because of all this new technology? You can also speak it.
I don't have anything to share. I just came to learn.
Yeah, that's fine. But
the experts.
Yeah.
And also to get to know what the stage of this technology is, what it's doing.
Yeah. Wonderful.
So anyone on the online?
Okay, guys, I'm going to take this opportunity. Why aren't the online guys talking? Is anybody online want to say anything? Why are they quiet?
You can ask them.
Yeah.
You go there.
Yeah, just if you want. Does anybody want to speak from the online forum? Guys?
We need to unmute them. They're all muted.
Yeah, can we unmute them?
No, they can unmute themselves.
Can you unmute yourself? The online folks.
Test.
Yeah, Suraj, we can hear you. Go ahead. No, sorry. Who is this? Yeah. Yeah, we would like to hear from the online community.
Hey, this is Krishna. I'm from Charlotte, North Carolina.
Yes.
I would like to share a few things, and first of all, I would really like to thank Basavaraj sir for conducting all the good session, and it's a very enlightening and also good to know about new artificial intelligence, things which is happening. My perspective of AI, right? I mean when new things comes in, any technological advancement, like when I used to be a child, even the telephone or a mobile, all those things, it's a thing. We used to go to when I was in my village, I used to go to my neighbor's house, who is kind of rich and who are able to afford things, and we used to get phone calls and other stuff, right? So all this. I mean, what I mean to say is technological advance. Now today, it's like phone and things is it's so cheap, and it's with everybody. So all this technological advancement will definitely give an edge to all of us, and it gives more. We all will going to prosper in a way that we if we think in a constructive way. And of course, we also hear a lot of ethical, unethical stuff, which we only the future can tell. And of course, the generative Gen AI. If I think about Gen AI, it is the intelligence is still I would think it's still a question, but I probably yeah, the experts can tell. Yeah, this is what I want to share. I mean, that's why Elon Musk said, people may not work, and everybody is prosperous. So I mean, that's what I feel. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much. Great perspective. Really appreciate it. Can we give him a hand? Thank you so much. The first participant from online. Anybody else from online wants to say something? I'm going to run a quick exercise here. I'll help you guys think through this. I'm going to give you different hats. I'll tell you what the hat does. You have to wear it, and then what comes to your mind, you have to tell me. Okay? I'm going to give you a green hat. All of you wear a green hat. Take a green hat, wear it. Tell me, green hat stands for creativity. Put on your creativity hat and tell me what you are feeling about this session about AI. Think very creatively. think about a scenario which is very creative. You never thought about it. So put on a green hat. When you put on a green hat, you become very creative. And now you think about the question. I'll give you an example. If I have AI and I want to go to Mars, is this a boon or a bane? Definitely a boon. I'm starting here because the kind of power AI has, it will tell me how to survive on Mars. The kind of power it has, it will tell how to create power on Mars, how to sustain life on Mars. So AI is a boon, but it's also taking away jobs. So can you think about a very creative scenario and ask a question about the discussion today? Anybody? Online forum, you can also answer.
Hi, this is Srinivas. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, Srinivas.
Yeah. So, I like the perspective of one gentleman who said it could destroy or give us very good opportunities to move and become creative. So talking about we have to see how everybody can secure themselves into, without being target for a deceptive network. Now, to address that, I have heard something called guardrails, GUARDRAILS. So the creators need to put in the right guardrails to ensure that nothing deceptive will blend into these AI components. Sorry, I do not have my video. It's just my audio. Now, let me come from one perspective. I'm entering something in a chat bot and it's giving me something. So where is it giving me? It is looking at something and giving us. Now, what is that something? Let's do a deep dive into that something. It's not real time. It has been pre-trained. So instead of we trying to use a pre-trained and non-real time, we should put in some components. Whoever is using AI should build something that look at real time. For example, MCP, Model Context Protocol, is one thing that I can say where we can put in our own databases. We can bring in our own browser automation or our own APIs rather than ChatGPT going and looking everywhere in the whole world. So MCP is one example I can think of. Like that, we'll have to come out with or identify more and put in the good guardrails or build boundaries and reduce the hallucinations. That's my few cents.
Wonderful, wonderful. That's a great way to imagine things. Can we give him a hand? Thank you, Srinivas.
Thank you.
So now I'm going to ask you all to wear a white hat. Just give me facts which you registered, facts which stayed with you, numbers which stayed with you, numbers which amazed you, staggered your imagination. So when you put on a white hat, you start thinking about numbers. Does anybody have anything to say now? Contribute to the discussion now. Numbers, yeah. Anybody? Anybody from online? Do you have some facts to share? Anything which stuck with you? Okay, white hat is not working. Yeah.
What do you mean, like anything related to AI? If you talk
Anything related to topic today?
that, like I've been asked to use the AI card. I need to come.
No. Yeah, better if you come. You'll get to see everyone.
Yeah, I've been asked to Claude. I've been evaluating myself last 2 months, and it's very amazing and really helping me in my work. My company asked me to do the research. I think this has been for last 1 year, but last 2 months very aggressively, and company wide everybody asked to do it. See how can we make use of it. So and because of I know it's costly, it is not cheap, but see that how we can make use of it. I do myself. I'm become very more productive with that. I think it can amaze with the presentations. Like if I asked you to do, I need to present some new architecture of any applications and use cases. If I come up with an Excel sheet, I give you 10 points. I don't know how to present that to the leadership or architecture. If I do a single prompt, it took me 5 minutes, but give me a good presentation. So if I same product program manager could have taken 1 week. So this is amazing. So we have to be intelligent to how we can make use of the technology, use the AI. Yeah. So we should not be misusing it. Like generally, as I mentioned, many people have mentioned about technology. Is it good or boon or good or bad? So my daughter always say that don't use AI, chat GPT for because it has a side effect. Environmental, it uses a lot of power. It goes even for simple question. Don't ask simple question. Don't so human become very lazy because of that. So that is side effects. So we have to humans as our responsibility use it where is needed. Use it and don't scare about it taking our jobs away. You have to adapt our technology. Don't be scared and you have to adapt our technology. The human has a tendency to learn until 70 and 60. Our brains need to train our brains to learn new things and adapt to AI. So we make ourselves productivity until if you don't adapt to AI, and that is very challenging for us. So that's my message and with my learning. So I wanted to share.
Wonderful. Thank you.
This will be a good segue for me to jump in.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Perfect. So, sorry, I didn't catch your name.
Basavaraj.
Basavaraj, okay. Perfect name for the event. Yeah. So you spoke about Claude Code, and I did a very small experiment after I spoke with Uncle last week. So a lot of over you here, or maybe your friends may be using tools like Claude Code, building applications in days. And that is kind of my bread and butter. For a few years, I haven't written a single line of code in more than 2 years now. So what I understood while doing that majorly is that I get frustrated while doing so. And at the end of the day, what all data we have been, giving prompts of. Further generation of LLMs are going to be trained with that. So if I show my frustration or the way I write my prompt, the LLM is going to learn from it. And future generation LLMs are going to be more weirder, right? So more on the lines of making the use of these tools better, I came up with one of the extension of one of my application. I call it a Vibe Bro right now. So what it is a VS Code extension. When I click open it in one of the repos which I'm working on, it will show me some kind of analysis more on the lines of how my Claude Code usage has been, right? So number of sessions I've had, number of, you can see tool calls, LLM calls, how many messages I gave, tokens I consumed. And these are a few KPIs which I had generated. These would be what was the efficiency score of my whole conversation so far. This is for all the sessions, all the Claude Code sessions. How much efficient my tasks were, how many times there were some kind of sidechain failures, how many times did I have to redo a task and ask an agent to redo the task again. So I ran a small experiment as well. I will show you one small chart over here. I just give it a prompt like, what are you even doing? Don't make me mad, to show I am frustrated right now. So what I will do is I will open one of the recent or latest chats over here, which is the same one. You can see just one message, one reply, and I have something called as analyze why. So I somehow routed Cloud Code to be used on my extension on the left side to produce results on everything it sees. So it sees my frustration, a happiness level is 210 right now. I am frustrated. So one of the message was marked as frustrated and prompt quality was 2 on 10. Pretty weird, pretty bad. If I just switch it to some better session, okay, this is really huge. I won't burden my Cloud Code with 52 user messages. I'm not paying for that. So you get the idea. It's not just about being able to use these tools. We also have to adapt and be able to a better user of these tools. And whatever we type in here, they are going to learn from it. So we have to ensure that I'm less frustrated, more happy, I'm enjoying my work. I mean, it is like a game, right? If you have used this tool, you will agree. This is just like playing a game. And yeah, we just want to make it fun more and more in the future as well. Thank you.
I like that.
Yeah.
I think it's a perfect time to mention something I've heard fairly frequently. I can't remember who I heard say it to begin with, but you won't lose your job to AI. You'll lose your job to someone who uses AI. I think that says a lot, and it obviously the gentleman that just demoed is doing a good job at doing just that.
Yeah, thank you, Daniel, and thank you for Mukul showing the real code, automated code from Vibe. So tomorrow, if you have any idea, within week we are able to develop a prototype, and then you can move it more forward. There used to be a time time between, we need to have a VC funding, and then we need to, that gap between the product ideation to the market has drastically come down. You all can become innovators. So yes, sometimes AI machine learning is a concern to us. At the same time, it's also like one of our Harish has told, it's like a knife. You can use it for a better purpose, for your own advantages. So with that, I think it's a time that respecting all the online viewers here and participants and people who came here, all the friends and families who come here for a long weekend. I'd like to appreciate on behalf of our Basaraj Patil, Pradeep, and Praveen, all the team members, and Vidyangi. So, shall we conclude this session with a vote of thanks? This is our happen to be a first session for Mantap. Let's all our collective knowledge and wisdom will move towards a better community and better society. Thank you.
Thank you. Close it.
Yeah, thank you everyone. A lot of discussion, a lot of questions. I think we are still evolving in this topic of AI, right? As we conclude this meaningful and enriching session, it's my privilege to extend a heartfelt word of thanks. Right. First and foremost, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to President of Baso Philosophy Research Foundation for the visionary leadership, guidance, and unwavering commitment in bringing this initiative to life. Your dedication to promoting Baso philosophy and advancing social responsibility dialogues continue to inspire all of us. Right. I also would like to extend my deep appreciation to our Vice President for continued support, coordination, and encouragement throughout the planning, execution of this event. Your effort has played a vital role for making today's meetup success. A special word of thanks to all of our participants who joined us today, especially during the long weekend. Your presence, enthusiasm, and engagement truly made this event meaningful and impactful. Right. I would also like to sincerely thank our speakers, Daniel there, and guests for sharing their valuable insights, experiences, and thoughtful perspective. Your contribution have enriched this discussion. Right. A very special thanks goes to our entire backend and organizational teams like Vidya, Viresh, Sake, Vikas, Mukul, Vineet, Gautaman, Tamil Rasan, Suraj and Nikhil, and many more, right? Who worked tirelessly behind the scene from logistic and registration to promotion, technical setup, and coordination. Your dedication and teamwork ensured that everything ran smoothly. Events like this succeed only because of those on not only on the stage, but because of the commitment individual working diligently in the background. Right? As we move forward, let's continue to carry the spirit of Kayaka, Dasoha, and equality, striving together to build a more responsible, inclusive, and social conscious society. And thank you all once again. Have a wonderful evening.
I would add one point.
Yeah, please go.
Hi, this is Manohara here. Just I'm a beginner to this AI thing and all those things. Just I have one point, like what is the social responsibility in terms of AI thing? So when it started the AI thing, it was like a very exciting thing, it's an artificial intelligence, and yeah, people are like things are getting speeding up and everything. Now we are thinking about what is the social morality or social ethics and all those things. One thing which I come into mind is like now it started playing with the emotions that AI. I'm for example, we are hearing like a lot of incidents like some kids are getting AI games or AI things, they are getting losing their concentration. Or they sometimes they lost their lives also. I think where the emotions also getting touching that AI. So that is we are diverting the actual the motto of the AI, which needs to be it has to improve the humans their life cycle, something life changes. It has to be like it has getting diluted. There where the actual the morality or social responsibility is coming to each other. the many of the things like you need to think about that where that emotion is taking over the other like next generation or the present things. There it is getting diluted. There we need to think more in terms of the social responsibility. So I think that's what one more point. Thank you.
Yeah, special thanks. Of course, yeah, they proactively approached us, so many volunteers to help you. In fact, one of and we are great and thankful for Sakib and then all of you who joined with us. Right? And yeah, grateful for that and definitely look forward for a more interesting, more exciting, more socially relevant discussions with us. And no problem, nothing. Thank you.
Thank you.
And,